Yo, what's up, Libra? Welcome to monthly forecast for the month of January 2018. Libra, Happy New Year. We've got some substantial astrology to start off 2018. We've got two full moons, both are super moons. One's happening on the first of the month. The second's happening on the last day of the month. And the second one is actually a full moon, total lunar eclipse. So, pretty substantial event. We've also got Uranus, which is going to be moving forward again. It's been retrograding since August 3rd, 2017, and this is especially important for you because this has to do with your relationship situation, Libra. You are the sign of relationship, so this is definitely an important event for you, and the sun is going to be in an area for you, Libra, throughout the month of January 2018. It's going to be in an area that has to do with your home life and your family situation, so there's going to be a big focus on your home life. There's going to be a big focus on your family situation for the first 3 weeks of January. And you're probably just going to want to kick your feet back and relax for the first 3 weeks of January, Libra. Your energy level is going to come down a lot. And if you're going to see company, you're probably not really going to want to go out. You're probably going to want to invite them over your home. That's if that's the case. I don't know if you're going to be even in the mood for that. This is also an emotional area. Now, you're more of a logical person, but this area does have to do with emotions, so you might be a little bit more in touch with your emotional state throughout the month of January 2018. And the sun's going to shift on January 19th, and there you go. Now you get to have like more of an upbeat time. So it's going to shift into an area that's about being more bold. It's an area that has to do with being more audacious, taking risks. It's also an area that has to do with your love life too. So there's going to be more of a focus on love following January 19th, Libra. And if you have children, this is also an area that has to do with children. So, if you do have children, you might be spending more joyous moments with your children in the last week of January. So, following when the sun shifts on January 19th, and this is also an area that has to do with creativity. So, I know a lot of you Libras are creative people. So, if you are a creative Libra, this is definitely going to benefit you. But those are the main themes for you, Libra, for the month of January 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you right off the bat. The full moon is on the first of the month. It's a super moon. And this one has to do with a shift in your career. So, obviously not all Libras are going to be like packing up and going to another company. No, that's not the case. I mean, yeah, maybe there are going to be some that, will switch companies or whatever. But some of you might just see a development in your existing company. So really anything that could manifest or come to fruition in your existing company. Some of you might change the way you're doing things in your existing role potentially. Some of you might change roles. So it's going to resonate differently for all Libras. Not every Libra is one and the same, but you can expect some sort of development or change in your professional life following January 1st. On January 2nd, Uranus is finally going direct. It's been retrograding since August 3rd. And like I said, this has to do with your relationship situation. So R for retrograde, R for review. Since Uranus has been retrograding since August 3rd, potentially there might have been something that you were reviewing about your relationship. Obviously, that's going to be different for every Libra, but potentially there is something that you were taking a closer look at regarding your relationship for some of you. If you're single, if you were single during this time, it might have been hard to get a relationship off the ground. So when a planet goes retrograde, especially in your area of relationship, it causes a delay. So it's not the easiest to get a relationship off the ground, especially when a planet like Uranus, it's so erratic and unstable, is retrograding in your area of relationship. So to jump back to those of you that are coupled up, with the planet moving forward now on January 2nd, now you know how to proceed with a relationship situation. Some of you might have been debating whether or not you want to stay with this relationship. Obviously, that's a pretty specific thing. That's not going to apply to all of you. But for anybody who's deciding, should I stay with this relationship? Should I go? After January 2nd, when Uranus moves forward again, some of you might have a better idea about that. If you're single, you might have an easier time entering a relationship following January 2nd. On January 8th, your ruler is making a positive angle to Jupiter. Now, this is a great aspect for if you own your own home business. So if you know how to make money right from the comfort of your own home, this is the perfect aspect for that. If not, then this just suggests things should be going well at home on January 8th. Things should be going great in the area where you earn your money. You have Jupiter in the area where you earn your money, Libra. That's, Jupiter's going to be there for another 11 months. So, sometime between now and over the next 11 months, you may see some sort of development regarding the area where you earn your money, a positive development. Potentially some of you might receive an overall increase in the amount of money that you make. I'm not going to say that's going to happen for all of you, but for some of you, yes. On January 13th, Venus is making more of a difficult angle now to Uranus. So, this has to do with a relationship at home. So, for those of you who live with your significant other, you can expect maybe your significant other to be a little bit more of a surprise on January 13th. You have Uranus in the mix, which is surprise, unexpected. Or you're the surprise. Maybe you're acting in a way that's maybe a little bit erratic. I mean, erratic might be a strong word, but yeah, that's the word. That's a word that's associated with Uranus. Uranus can be sort of erratic sometimes. Or, maybe whoever you're with, your significant other, is seeing you as someone who's just, you're very spontaneous sometimes. At least that's the way they're perceiving you under this aspect. Now, if this doesn't have to do with somebody you're in a relationship with, then this might have to do with someone who's in your family. On January 16th, there's a new moon. This happens in the area that has to do with your home and your family life, so it's going to hit on January 16th, and the 6 months that follow January 16th, this is going to manifest in a whole bunch of different ways. Not every Libra is going to experience the same thing when it comes to new developments regarding your home life. Only a select few of you are going to be packing up your stuff and moving to a new location in the next 6 months. That's a very specific thing, and obviously not all Libras are going to do that, but yeah, there might be some who are looking to get to a new address potentially. Now, others of you, it just means a new development of some sort in your existing home life situation, or maybe it has to do with your family. Maybe one small group of you are having a baby or something. Maybe others of you are going to be doing a home renovation. Somebody might be moving out. Somebody might be moving in. If it happens, it's going to happen sometime in the next 6 months. If it's none of the things that I just mentioned, just think about anything new that can come to fruition in your home or your family life in the 6 months to follow January 16th. On January 18th, Mars is aspecting Chiron. Chiron's way too sensitive. Overall, this is a positive aspect, and it has to do with the area where you earn your money. It also has to do with your work situation. So these aspects of your life, there's something positive happening here in the background, but with Mars aspecting Chiron on this day, Chiron's way too sensitive. Mars is very impetuous and blunt, and Chiron probably doesn't like that. Chiron doesn't like how Mars is so brash. And this is going to manifest as you potentially being a bit oversensitive about something that's happening in your work potentially, or for others of you, this might have to do with your health. And you might blow it a little bit out of proportion because Chiron is the asteroid of our solar system. We make mountains out of molehills under Chiron. It makes us really overly sensitive about stuff. So, excuse me, if you feel like you're getting oversensitive about something on January 18th, you can blame it on Mars's aspect of Chiron, and this is not really that long of an influence, so once it passes, you'll feel much better on January 24th. Mercury is aligning with Pluto, and this suggests a deep conversation that you're having with someone in your home life. So if you need to have an important conversation with someone at home, January 24th is the day to do it. Now, Pluto suggests you have the ability to communicate something on a more profound level. So if you really want to make an impact, then January 24th is the day for you to have a conversation with someone in your home life. From a really specific standpoint, I'm not saying this is going to happen for all Libras, but, this could be transformative. Whatever conversation you're happening on January 24th may lead to some sort of transformation of your home life, whether that means like there's a transformation within your existing home life, or your home life is going to transform altogether. Like, what does that mean? Is there going to be something different coming down the pike regarding your home life? So I'm not saying that, like I said, that's a very specific situation, but you can expect to have a deep conversation or somewhat of an intense conversation with someone in your home life right around January 24th. On January 28th, Mercury is making more of a difficult aspect to Uranus. So here we go again. We've got, someone you need to talk to who you're in a relationship with, potentially your significant other, potentially you live with them. Uranus is in the mix. Potentially it's unexpected. If this isn't your significant other that you live with, potentially you're going to be having a conversation with someone in your family who's sort of unexpected. So it's going to resonate in a multitude of different ways for each of you. previously in the forecast, I talked about how Venus made this exact angle to Uranus. Now it's more about verbalizing about it, or if you're not verbalizing about this, then you're thinking about it, because Mercury is thought too. On January 31st, there's a full moon total lunar eclipse. This has to do with your friendships. This has to do with your social situation. This might have to do with technology for some of you. This might have to do with social media. So full moons bring things to fruition, or from a lunar eclipse standpoint, sometimes it's a breaking away of. So it's either going to be a breaking away of any of the things that I just mentioned, or it's going to be a total coming to fruition of something. So there might be some kind of development regarding social media. There might be some kind of development regarding the internet or technology or something online or somebody online, or any of the things that I just mentioned. It might have to do with your friendships potentially. So think about how that's going to apply to your life specifically, Libra. But I think that's all I have for you this month. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram, Gregory Furlan Official. I'm on Facebook, Gregory Furlan, posting daily astrology. So make sure to give me a like there. Thank you for watching. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.